Hello. In this short video, I would like to show you how to prepare the topology file, which is named .topo. And this file over here is located in the topology directory of the installation directory of PhysiCAN. And I can prepare these files before running the software based on data that I need to collect. Assuming that I collect this data, I would like to show you how it looks, what is the contents. So first of all, the format, so that we are future proof and we'll be able to support future versions of the software. The name of this bus, in this case, I used Hyundai Genesis CAN, which is exactly this bus. The CAN frequency in this case is 500 kilohertz, so I use exactly this format. Please don't change anything because it is very sensitive. So all you have to do is just change this number from 500 to 125 or maybe 250, depending on the kilohertz of your CAN bus. There's also the CAN FD frequency if you're using a CAN FD bus to debug. In that case, you would want to put the CAN FD frequency. In this case, I use 2 megabits per second. Although the Hyundai Genesis CAN does not have any CAN FD, but CAN FD is backward compatible, so it will not see the CAN FD messages and will still survive with the 500 kilohertz. Another aspect which is very important here is the fault isolation interval, which is the interval at which the software, the application here on this side, is actually testing the existence of transmission from each one of these units. If one of these units does not transmit fast enough, faster than 750 milliseconds or 0.75 seconds, we will get a blinking unit like we have over here. You can see that these units sometimes transmit at lower frequency than this period. If we take this period a little higher, it might be that these units will stay green. However, we'll be losing responsiveness of the algorithm. So we from our experience, 0.75 for 500 kilohertz, and for a typical automotive bus, that should be quite okay. And even if we have these missing, sometimes it's missing a unit, still it's not degrading the capability to find wiring faults. Another line that should be inserted is the short frame ID. And the short frame ID is the frame ID which will be sent onto the bus from the PhysiCAN in case there is a short. If there is a short, we need to be transmitting to the bus, and the CAN frame ID that we'll be transmitting, the ID is 8. We actually need a low number frame ID, so please find a CAN frame ID which is not used in the vehicle or not used in this CAN bus and use it here. We do not transmit that all the time, only when we suspect that the wires are shorted. So this is the CAN ID. And then I just list the units as they occur on the bus, one after the other. Now, it's very important to have it one after the other in the right order. Otherwise, we're going to get a warning on units that are in the wrong place, that are not working. So that would be a mistake. In this case, we have the gateway on one side and we have the cluster on the other side, and we listed all the units between them. And the second unit over here is where our SNS is connected through this wire. So we mark this as SNS. For every one of the units, we actually specify which messages they are transmitted by that unit. So for the gateway, 366 and 43 and so on are transmitted for the gateway. I can go ahead here in the schematic, hover above the SJW and see the same numbers, 366, 43, 541, and so on. We need to specify as many units, as many CAN frames as possible in order to get the accuracy of our tool as high as possible. But it can also work if there's only one. It will work better if we have the complete list of units that are, or frame IDs that are transmitted. So once I have this file, I can invoke the software and see that file in graphical format. And in the next videos, I would like to show you what happens when there is a disconnection, a short, what happens when there is a wiring fault on the bus. So stay tuned and thank you for watching.